Hey, it's Marley. Welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be a what I eat in a week vlog as a type 1 diabetic. Because it is National Diabetes Awareness Month in November, I wanted to post a few different diabetic related videos just to kind of raise awareness for diabetes, but especially type 1 diabetes, which is what I currently live with and have had for the last 4 years. I've uploaded recently a what I eat in a day video, but I just thought I'll do a whole week of this. But I'll link that video down below, the what I eat in a day, and I'll also link below a playlist to all my other videos that talk about type 1 diabetes. I am about to make lunch on Monday. Honestly, we don't have a ton of stuff in the house, but I'm thinking I'm gonna go with like an eggs and sausage situation. Actually, I just realized we do have hash browns in the house. Oh, but our oven is actually dead. Our oven stopped working. So later today, someone's supposed to come and fix it. I'll make whatever I can like with the stovetop. Yeah, I think I'm gonna fry a couple eggs, have some of these sausage things. Let me show it. So real simple maple leaf sausage rounds. And then I might just honestly have cheese and crackers. I don't think it would be a super filling lunch slash breakfast, but that's just kind of what I'm feeling right now. Crackers I have are Triscuits. I think there's still quite a bit left. Okay, I might just finish off these Triscuits. I didn't realize we were this low. And then cheese, I'll probably do Gouda cheese. So if we're adding up the carbs, because hello, with type 1 diabetes, basically the most important thing is I have to count my carbs of what I'm eating and then take the necessary amount of insulin for the carbs. I don't remember exactly what my settings are, like my ratio of carbs to insulin, but it's all programmed in my PDM. So once I put the information in here, it will tell me. So basically eggs and sausage are gonna be like no carbs. I think people will oftentimes bolus for protein though, because protein does kind of impact your blood sugar still. So maybe I'll add like a little bit of extra insulin for that. Then in terms of the Triscuits, I do have a food scale. So let's quickly weigh it and see. Is it showing it? Okay. My goodness. Okay, 64 grams, and this says for 28 grams it's 17, so essentially I've doubled it. Okay, so let's say it's 40 grams. Okay, that's a lot of Triscuits. That actually does look like a lot, but that's good. Maybe it'll make it more filling. Yeah, I'll just finish these off. 40 grams of carb for the Triscuits, and let's just make it 45. So then I'm gonna take out my PDM. Oh my gosh, my tripod's always falling. And we're gonna do a new bolus. So I'm gonna put 45 grams of carb. And then before I started this clip, I had checked my blood sugars and they were 6.8. So in range. I did have to give a slight correction earlier this morning, which is pretty typical. So what it's recommending is 5.6. I'm wondering if I should take a little bit more because normally I go for a walk like pretty soon after lunch. But because the person's coming to fix the oven, I don't know if I'll be going for my walk today, or if I do, it'll be later. So probably won't help at all with my lunch spike. So I'm thinking I will round it up to like an extra unit, so like 6.5, just in case like I'm not able to get my body moving as quickly this afternoon. So I'm gonna confirm it, and then my insulin pump, it's on my abdomen right now, so it is going to deliver the insulin. Basically what I'm doing is I'm pre-bolusing, which means I'm bolusing like at least 20 minutes before I eat. So typically I'll bolus like before I even start making lunch, or if I'm making a meal that takes longer, obviously I'll bolus like when I think it's going to be done in about 15 to 20 minutes. Sorry if any of this is repetitive if you watch a lot of my diabetic content, but you never know if it's like a new person that's coming on that doesn't know anything. So we're just trying to share all the info. I never like to bolus more than 7 units at a time. Fun fact about me, or 7 point something. If you're diabetic, let me know. Do you have like a certain limit you don't like to go over? I just find that like if it's higher than that, sometimes my insulin pod will like leak because it's so much insulin. So if I ever have an amount that's like higher than 7, I will always like extend it because it just feels also scary to put like so much insulin on board at once. So a lot of times if it's like 10 units I'm supposed to do, I'll do like 7 right now and then I'll extend the other 3 units past. Anyways, I don't know why I felt like sharing that. Okay, so I'm gonna probably start making this soon. So yeah, I'll show you when it's done. Okay, it is a couple hours after eating now. My blood sugar is at 8.8, so not too bad. The person still has not come to fix the oven yet, so I'm still kind of waiting. Can't really go on my walk, or shouldn't go on my walk till after that. But I don't know, I might just like start doing my workout, my weightlifting workout. But is that weird if the person comes when I'm doing that? Kind of. So there's still 1 hour left in the time frame they're supposed to come, so I just hope they come soon. But at least my blood sugars are doing well, even if I can't do my kind of physical activity. All right, change of plans, or not total change of plans, because I didn't really know what I was doing for dinner today. But turns out, so I'm going to this event with a friend, and we are gonna get dinner after. I was on my own tonight anyways, but I'm just cooking up what I was gonna eat for dinner potentially, and I'm just gonna bring it in for lunch tomorrow at work, so that works out. So I'm just cooking salmon and then pierogies, and then I also made some peas. So that will just be my lunch tomorrow at the office, and then tonight I'll obviously get takeout somewhere, a restaurant, so that should be fun. Although might end up spiking my blood sugars because you know how it is as a diabetic, eating takeout or at restaurants never quite goes as you expect. My blood sugars did actually go a bit high this afternoon. They were at like 10 something, but I see now that they're back to 9. So they seem to be naturally coming down a little bit. I'll probably leave the house in the next hour. So I don't really want to take a correction because I don't want my blood sugars to like dip and go low when I'm commuting to the event and like out in public. So I'll keep an eye on them. But in terms of what I'm eating, that's the update. So I will be eating this tomorrow. Also, another diabetic reference, actually, I get these patches to put on my sensor. I have the Libre 2, and the last patches I bought were like so bad. Like I would put them on and they would instantly fall off. Like I don't know whatever brand that was, it was really crap. So I finally bought these new ones called Type Strong. And I just put the first one on now, and it's instantly feeling way more sticky and way more strong. I'll let you know for the rest of the week if these actually stay on. I think they were a bit more expensive, like you only get 20 patches, and I feel like the others you get more, but be careful which ones you buy. I got them from Amazon because like, yeah, those were really bad, but these ones seem better. I'm home from dinner. I'm trying not to show the laundry hanging up. Yeah, we got Korean barbecue. I basically bolused for the rice. When I get rice out at restaurants, it can be really tricky sometimes. But I bolused for the rice. There was some corn that we had. And then obviously a lot of the stuff at Korean barbecue is like meat, which is like no carbs, just protein. So I think I bolused for 70 carbs. My blood sugars are not doing too bad. They're sitting at 9.2. So I might do a quick correction before bed, especially with the rice. It definitely could make me spike later. Also protein, I don't think I mentioned, like protein can make your blood sugar spike be delayed. I suspect that's what happened to me today because I did have quite a bit of protein with my lunch. So that could happen again with dinner. So I'll probably try to take a correction before I go to bed, which will probably be within the hour. But yeah, the Korean barbecue was good. What about what Peach eats in a day, huh? Girl. Okay, day 2. I forgot to show you my lunch, but you of course know what it was because I made it yesterday. I always take extra insulin when I'm at the office because I'm not really able to go on my afternoon walk. And I just notice my blood sugar spike more when I'm at the office, whether it's from stress or whatever. I also was not full from that lunch, so my friend did give me this little Rice Krispie thing that she had brought. It wasn't like a normal Rice Krispie, it was like a healthier one. So I did eat that. My blood sugars did spike, but they came down pretty well. And now I actually think I'm going low. So let me check. No, so they evened out. So they're in range, things are good. I will not be eating again till dinner, probably in around an hour. Hey, so consider this day a flop. I forgot to film my dinner because I was distracted, but we had a chicken stir fry. So chicken, bunch of veggies, rice. My blood sugars were low going in to dinner. They are sitting at 8.9 now, which is not too bad. Normally I would have done like a little cardio workout to help after any dinner, you know, spikes, but I also didn't do that. So I'm glad that they have not spiked too high or anything. I just did a quick correction because I'm going to be heading to bed soon, so I would like them to ideally come down a bit. But yeah, sorry I forgot to show the food for the whole day today, but I will try to be better tomorrow. Hey, so it is Thursday. I completely flopped yesterday on Wednesday and did not film any of what I ate. But it was an office day again, and I just feel like, you know, it was hard to remember to film when I was at the office working. I'm working from home today, obviously, so we're gonna get back on track. I also booked tomorrow off, so like I have no more excuses to not film. So it's about lunchtime. I'm actually eating probably a little bit later than normal because I've been doing a little bit of laundry while working as well. So today I think I'm gonna make a salad, a little Greek salad. It's a very go-to healthy lunch for me, but I don't have any protein to go in it. So just to make sure I'm more full, I think I'm gonna do my Greek yogurt bowl. So I'll show you that. It's still gonna be a pretty low carb, low calorie lunch. I don't think I talked about this before, but I was doing a calorie deficit throughout the summer, and I'm still tracking my calories and trying to still do the deficit as much as possible. That's another fun fact. So of course we're gonna do my carb counting a little bit early. Normally I still say it's about like 20 to 30 carbs for my salad, even though it's like all veggies and things that don't really have carbs, still to just kind of count for like, it's gonna affect my blood sugar still a bit. So I'll say like 20 carbs for that. Then with the Greek yogurt, I probably say another 10, so that's 30. Then with the fruit and nuts I'd add into it, it's probably 40. And I do add peanut butter in as well to make it taste a bit better. So probably I'll say 45 grams of carb. Then I see that my blood sugar is at 5.4, so pretty good. It's not normally this low, honestly, but that's nice to see. So okay, putting my data in, it's recommending 5 units of insulin. I think I will be able to go for my afternoon walk today, although it is raining, so maybe not, but whatever. I'm just gonna go with this. And yeah, we're gonna pre-bolus, and then I'll make my salad and my yogurt bowl in a few minutes. And I will film, I will remember to film. Hey, so it's later in the afternoon. I went grocery shopping, but I was more focused on like some dinner foods, so I didn't really get a ton of snacks. So we're gonna have to work with what I have in the house. I think I'm gonna do some cheese and crackers. So these are some crackers that are really low carb. These are a really good option. Good Things, gluten-free, made with corn and sea salt. It's basically like 12 of these crackers is 10 carbs, I think is what it is. I remember I calculated the carbs for it like a long time ago, and I've just been like doing the same thing, but I really should do another check and like measure it out and make sure I'm bolusing the right amount, but whatever. And then cheese, we have some mozzarella, so I'll just use that. I prefer Gouda, but sorry, that was my pump because I already bolused for the snack. I think you guys saw earlier this week when I finished off the Gouda that I had in the house, so that's something I should have bought. I'm gonna have another one of these too. My favorite protein bars from Nature Valley. This is my last one that I have. So again, I'll have to buy more of these, but they didn't have them at the grocery store I went to. So I will definitely have to go to the grocery store again soon. But yeah, I'm gonna have both these snacks and then I think watch a show. I'm done my work for the day. So now I think I'm gonna catch up on some reality TV. It's been nice because I've been watching actually 2 reality TV shows that have type 1 diabetic rep. Let me know if you've been watching them. Obviously, the latest season of Love is Blind, season 9, which just ended. I watched the reunion last night. Obviously, Jordan's son Luca having type 1, and he cleared up some misconceptions during the reunion, which is nice to see because it was really upsetting seeing some of the people make comments during the season that were incorrect. And then I'm also watching the current season of Amazing Race, the US version of the show, where they're in Europe and all the players are from Big Brother, which is why I'm watching it, because I love Big Brother. But one of the teams has a diabetic on the team, and it's been really interesting to see how he's managing his blood sugars during the race, because obviously it's so hard to manage your blood sugars like in a normal day-to-day life, but to be on this intense race across Europe, there's been times where his blood sugar's been low and he's had to like kind of pause the challenge to drink some juice. So they're trying to like strategize so that his blood sugar doesn't go low during the challenges. Like, it would just be such an extra added pressure. So I personally have enjoyed watching the show and kind of feeling seen in a way, and knowing that other people are seeing the show too, and like just getting more educated and exposed to type 1 and what we have to go through. If you're interested in some shows that talk about type 1, there are some recommendations for you. Alright, so it's after dinner. I obviously had pasta. It's been a while since we made pasta because I was doing that calorie deficit and trying to eat healthier and stuff. But I just felt like, you know what? It's been a while, so we may as well have it. So when I have that pasta, I always buy these noodles that are like the tricolor, because they're like made of like vegetables or something. It just makes the noodles like not affect my blood sugars as much as like the pure kind of white pasta. I always bolus for 120 grams of carbs. It just seems to work out. That's for the pasta and the sauce. And so yeah, blood sugars are still doing pretty well right now. I think they were like 5 or 6 or something. So that's good. And now I'm going to work out and hopefully they stay in range the rest of the night. Hey, taking a correction before bed. My blood sugar is like 9.4, so a little bit high. Pasta is definitely hitting me a little bit later. You saw I went low, so I definitely should have taken less insulin for the pasta right away, and I should have extended it longer and extended more of it, because I had that low and then now like they're going a bit higher. So that's what I should have done. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. But yeah, I'm gonna go to bed now. Good morning, it's Friday. I have booked the day off, as I think I mentioned, because I had some vacation days left to use, and it is Halloween, so thought why not? I know I'm uploading this in November for National Diabetes Awareness Month, but I am actually filming it in October. So I don't think I've mentioned that I do have a coffee every day. So I guess that's part of like what I eat in a day. We have a Keurig, so I do always make a coffee. It can spike my blood sugars a little bit, but not too bad normally. And then basically, I don't drink it black. I have this Delight creamer. It's 0 sugar. There's a few different flavors it will come out with. For example, this is French vanilla. These are the only creamers that I buy, like if there's 0 sugar. Otherwise, I would probably just use cream and a sweetener. So yeah, I'm gonna have a bit of a chill day and then going over to my friend's because it was her birthday yesterday. So yeah, hopefully I do remember to film today once again. Alright, I'm thinking about what I want to have for lunch. I kind of want to have eggs and sausage again, which I know you saw me have earlier this week. I'm quite enjoying those little sausages, breakfast sausages. So I think I'll do that, and then just with like a piece of toast with peanut butter as like to have some carbs. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So in terms of carb counting, 1 piece of bread is 15 with a little bit of peanut butter. We can round it up to 20, and then maybe I'll just say 25 because of the protein. So I'll bolus for that soon. So I've been snacking away tonight at my friend's house. Obviously you saw the spread. There was pizza, there was cake, there was donuts that I brought. And you know, I had a little bit of everything. So I've just been bolusing throughout the night, just kind of guessing, trying to do my best. And my blood sugars have been high. Not surprising. So I'm just going to give another little correction just because they're still high and it's about bedtime now. So I think I'm going to give 3 units. Obviously eating pizza is tricky, like you know it's going to affect your blood sugars later in the night. So we're just going to do that. I might have to use my insulin pen tomorrow because I'm running out of insulin in my pump and I didn't bring a new one to change because I didn't think I would need to. So I might have to switch to the pen tomorrow, but we'll see. Hello, it is Saturday. I know the last time I did a check-in where I was talking to you was Friday night. Turns out I should not have taken that final correction before bed. My blood sugars went low. I had to eat all the candy I had with me and a little bit of a granola bar. So making mistakes left and right, but what can you do? Today the blood sugars have been a little bit high, but of course you saw I had, you know, a latte, popcorn at the movies. I'm now home and I am priming my new pod. Like I said, I did run out of insulin. We're putting on a new pod, and again tonight I'm gonna be watching a movie with people, so I think it's gonna be pizza again and snacks again, junk food. So 2 days like this in a row is not typical for me. Probably not going to be great on my blood sugars, but you know, you can't always be perfect. So maybe I'll just try to do my best to be a little bit better than yesterday. And I might drink a little bit tonight, I'm not sure. But then alcohol does kind of bring your blood sugars lower, so maybe that would actually be good. Okay, sorry you can't see, but putting it on my abdomen there, inserting. Oh, it didn't really hurt. Okay, hopefully it went in okay because I didn't really feel it. But yeah, because I'm gonna be with people again tonight, I'm not sure I'll be able to do a lot of like talking updates, but I will do my best to show you what I eat. Hey vlog, it's Sunday, so last day of the weekly vlog. Last night, blood sugars were high for most of the night as we were watching the movies, of course. Second night of pizza in a row. Made the same mistake I've made multiple times this week. Blood sugars ended up going low from too much insulin, so I did have to get up in the night and drink some juice. And then I don't even remember what time that was at, but I saw my blood sugar stayed low for like multiple hours, which is a bit concerning. But they eventually did go up. Now, after so much kind of junk food the last 2 nights, I'm definitely ready for a cleaner day. I definitely need that. So I am going to have a salad this lunch time. I'm gonna bolus for about like 20 carbs, I think. My blood sugar is 7.6, so it's recommending about 2 units of insulin. So we'll go ahead and do that. I think I am gonna go on like a walk today. I'm not gonna give any extra insulin or anything, so that's the plan. I am back from a walk. I'm pretty hungry. That salad was definitely not enough. And my blood sugars are doing pretty well. So I just bolus for a yogurt bowl. I might not have bolus enough, honestly, because this is quite a bit of yogurt and fruit. But yeah, I'm gonna eat this. So I'm still feeling a little bit hungry, even though I had that ice cream that Dakota had bought. I didn't realize. So I'm thinking I'm gonna have these chips. These are oven baked Lay's chips with 65% less fat. My friend actually brought these to a party I had here and I loved them. So then Dakota repurchased them for me, which was really nice. Yeah, I really liked them when I had them before. So not the healthiest snack, but I don't really have my favorite go-to protein bars right now, which is what I probably would have had. So I'm gonna have this instead. My blood sugars are a little bit high, but so I'm gonna take a little extra insulin, but still under my calorie deficit number, which is nice because I definitely have not been the last couple of days. So my blood sugar's really high right now. I'm pretty pissed about it. I'm guessing it's mainly from that pasta side that we had with dinner having like a delayed effect. So yeah, I'm not very happy about that, but I've taken some corrections. So hopefully they come down. But it is the end of the day, Sunday. So I think I'm gonna end this vlog of what I ate in a week as a type 1 diabetic. Clearly not the healthiest week, not the best week on my blood sugars with multiple pizza nights. And now this, ending on not a great note. But yeah, hopefully you learned something about type 1 from this. If you have type 1, let me know down below. And what is a meal that like is your go-to meal that you know is going to be good with your blood sugars. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe for more diabetic content and I'll catch you soon in a new video. Bye.